So as we move closer to the final days of India's 21-day lockdown, the government at this point of time is faced with a difficult question. Should the nationwide lockdown be extended beyond the 14th of April? The many state governments have made proposals and appeals to the centre. So far, we've learned that at least Uttar Pradesh, Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Telangana, Rajasthan and Kerala have requested for an extension of this lockdown. Now, the central government at this point of time is currently considering this request from the states. So here are some of the options that the central government could resort to. Firstly, it could extend the nationwide lockdown until the end of April. This is a possibility that is being considered. The second possibility, which is also being looked at very closely, is a graded or a phased manner of the lifting of restrictions, where restrictions are lifted in stages and curbs reduced to bare minimum. Now, the third possibility, which also is being looked up very closely by the government at this point of time, is to categorize certain regions and districts based on the outbreak's intensity and extend the lockdown in the high-risk areas only, and in those areas where the number of infections is fairly low, there the government could choose to lift the restrictions. Now, earlier today, India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi held an all-party meeting to discuss the current situation in the country. On the 11th of April, the Prime Minister is also expected to hold discussions with different chief ministers from across India, and there will be more clarity on India's strategy post that meeting. And also remember, the Tablighi Jamaat episode had come in, of course, as a bit of a blow to India's COVID-19 response. Several states are still trying to track down the attendees and their primary contacts. And India's Vice President Venkaiah Naidu also seems to be thinking along the same lines. He has said that the country must, at this point of time, he says, prioritize public health over the economic downside brought about due to the lockdown. Now, there are a lot of stakeholders who are involved in this particular decision. The corporates, for example, favor the opening up of select sectors to ensure that there is no mass disruption to the supply chains. Now, on their wish list are essential manufacturing and infrastructure projects. Commerce Guild FICCI has called for the creation of a 2 lakh crore rupees post-COVID-19 revival package, and they are demanding that the government should look at this proposal very seriously.